Hello everyone, welcome back to the AI Techniques course. Again, it is me here with you, where we are going to discuss about the CBR. But in today's lecture, we are going to do a tutorial where we are going to solve a real case by implementing the CPR technique. Thus, before you watch this video, please make sure that you have already understand the concept and the theory of CPR in the previous videos. So let us start our tutorial class. Here is the case study that we are going to solve. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to read, so you can pause this video and try to understand the case that is given to you. Don't worry, I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm here waiting you. So after reading the case study, hope it is really clear to you. If not, let me share with you my understanding. As we know that Malaysia is considered to be a country that has a tropical weather, meaning that there are a lot of rainy days throughout the year. Thus, we do need to use a dam. What is a dam? Have you ever seen a dam before? If you answer not, definitely meaning that you are not living in Malaysia. It's a time for you to see how the dams looks like. This is the dam. So as you can see, a dam looks like a barrier that stops or restricts the flow of the water, right? So how the dam control the flow of the water? The dam control the flow of the water by opening or closing the spillway gates. This is the spillway gates. So if they want to release the water, they just open the spillway gates. And if they want to keep the water, they are going to close the spillway gates. But taking a decision of opening or closing these gates, it is really critical. Why? Because if we decided to open the gates in a situation or in a case, the decision that we take, which is opening the gate, was not right, definitely we are going to lose the water that can be used for industrial use or for human consumption. While if we decided to close the gate in a certain situation, and that decision that we make, which is closing the gate, was not right, the water in the dam will reach the maximum storage, and the water will overflow from the dam, and this will affect the citizens that are living beside the dam. Thus, taking a decision regarding the spillway gate status of being closed or open must be taken precisely. So in making the decision, as such a decision, a certain attributes or factors has to be considered. What are these attributes and factors? Like the dam water level and the water that is coming from different rivers. So in our case, we do have a dam. Kuantan have a dam that control the flow of the water. From where this come from? Are four rivers, which are CG, Pahang, Soy rivers, Pikans rivers, and Gamban river. So the question here is, who is taking the decision of opening or closing Kuantan Dam? It is Irrigation and Drainage Departments in Kuantan who is decided to open or close the spillway gates of Quantung Dam. Based on what? Based on a certain attribute, which are the dam water level and the river of Bahang, Soy, Pecan, and Gambang. So based on the value of these attributes, 5 attributes, the irrigation and drainage departments make the decision of opening or closing the gates. These cases are already happened in the past. So in each case, each 5 attributes that affect the decision have a different value for each attributes, right? So currently, the irrigation and drainage departments of Kuantan has the new case. Attributes of the new case, which is the 5 attributes that affect Kuantan Dam, has the following value here. So based on the details of this new case, departments of Kuantan wants us to predict the gate status. Is it they have to open or close the gates? So they want us to predict the gate status by applying the reasoning algorithm. This is the story of our case. So the old case is that the irrigation and drainage department has made a decision given to us where we are going to use it as a case base, right? Because this is the old cases. But in order to solve this case study, we have to analyze this case study based on the CPR concept. The cases that irrigation and drainage departments of Kuantan has already taken the decision in the past, in the previous days. Here it is, right? So we consider this as what? We consider this as a case base, right? That we are going to use in order to solve what? In order to solve our new case. So each case, if you can see here, which one is the attribute and which one is the solution? If we look here, if you do still remember that Quantum Dam can be affected by 5 attributes, right? Based on this case study. They said that a dam water level along with the 4 rivers that are connected to these dams, meaning that this is the first attribute, the dam water, and Bahang is the second attribute, soy is the third attribute, and pecan is the fourth attribute, and gambang is the fifth attribute. So based on this, based on the values of these 5 attributes, the irrigation department of Kuantan give the decision. A decision here is the solution. So our solution is here. This is the solution of the old cases that is marked with red color. In each case, each of the 5 attributes has a different value, right? Based on this value, the experts of the irrigation departments make the decision which is the solution. So based on these old cases, we have to give a solution for this new case. In our new case, we have the 5 attributes that affect the dam, Kuantan Dam, right? So these are the attributes, right? Here is the attributes of the new case. And here is the value for this attribute. So for example, dam water will have a value of 29.50. Based on these details of a new case, meaning that based on the attributes and the value of the new case, we have to find the solution, meaning that we have to find either the gates have to be open or closed. As if you do still remember, the new case always is represented with only the specification part. So this is the specification part, which include the attributes and the value. We don't have the solution. But in the old cases, we do have the specification, which is a set of attributes along with their values, and we do have the solution. So now we have finished analyzing the case study. So you already know how CPR works, how the CPR process is implemented. It is implemented based on a 4 cycle, which is retrieve, reuse, revise, and retain. So we are going to solve this case study based on this process.